ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੈ ਨਾਲ। ਸਹਿ ਸਿਆਣਪਾਂ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੈ ਨਾਲ। ਕਿਵ ਸਚਿਆਰਾ ਹੋਈਐ ਕਿਵ ਕੂੜੈ ਟੁੱਟੈ ਪਾਲ। ਹੁਕਮ ਰਜ਼ਾਈ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾਲ। ਟੋਡੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਘਰ ਦੂਜਾ ਧੂਪ ਦੇ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਮੰਗੋ ਦਾਨ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਨਾਮ ਅਵਰ ਕਛ ਮੇਰਾ ਸੰਗ ਨ ਚਾਲੈ। ਮਿਲੈ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਮ। ਰਹਾਉ ਰਾਜਮਾਲ ਅਨੇਕ ਭੋਗ ਰਸ ਸਗਲ ਤਰਵਰ ਕੀ ਛਾਮ। ਤਾਏ ਤਾਏ ਬਹੁ ਬਿਦ ਕੋ ਤਾਵੈ ਸਗਲ ਨਿਰਾਰਥ ਕਾਮ। ਬਿਨ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਅਵਰ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੋ ਦਿਸੈ ਸਗਲ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਖਾਮ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੰਤ ਰੇਣ ਮੰਗੋ ਮੇਰੋ ਮਨ ਪਾਵੈ ਬਿਸਰਾਮ। ਬਿਨ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਅਵਰ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੋ ਦਿਸੈ ਸਗਲ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਖਾਮ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੰਤ ਰੇਣ ਮੰਗੋ ਮੇਰੋ ਮਨ ਪਾਵੈ ਬਿਸ਼ਰਾਮ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਪਾਰ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਸੁਭਾਗ ਮੌਕਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਮੌਕਾ, ਉਹ ਅਵਸਰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਤੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ ਕਰੀਏ। ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਆਇਓ ਸੁਣਨ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਕੋ ਬਾਣੀ। ਇਹ ਮਨੁੱਖਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਤਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਇਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣ ਸਕੀਏ, ਪੜ੍ਹ ਸਕੀਏ, ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ, ਅਮਲ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ। ਬਾਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਵਰ ਕਾਜ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਾਮ ਮਿਲ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਭਜ ਕੇਵਲ ਨਾਮ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਰਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੋਕ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਕਈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮਾਇਕ ਮੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ, ਮੇਰਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਧੇ ਫੁੱਲੇ। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਕੀਤਾ, ਬਿਨ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਅਵਰ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੋ ਦਿਸੈ ਸਗਲ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਖਾਮ। ਖਾਮ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਕੱਚੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ, ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ, ਨਾਸ਼ਵੰਤ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ। ਜੇ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਮਿਲਾਪ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਮੰਗ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਨਾਸ਼ਵੰਤ ਨੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੰਗਣ ਦੀ ਜਾਚ ਸਿਖਾਈ ਹੈ। ਵਿਨ ਤੁਧ ਹੋਰ ਜੇ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਸਿਰ ਦੁੱਖਾਂ ਕੇ ਦੁੱਖ, ਦੇਹ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਤੋਖੀਆ ਉਤਰੇ ਮਨ ਕੀ ਭੁੱਖ। ਤੇਰੇ ਮਿਲਾਪ, ਤੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਮੰਗਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁੱਖ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਭਾਵ ਜੇ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਹਰ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਛੁਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ। ਕਬੀਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਫਰਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸੁਖ ਮੰਗਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਆਗੇ ਆਵੈ। ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਮੈਂ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਕੋਲੋਂ, ਪਰ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ, ਪਰ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਸੁੱਖ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਛੁਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ। ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਮੰਗ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੀਏ, ਵਿਨ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਅਵਰ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੋ, ਦਿਸੈ ਸਗਲ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਖਾਮ, ਮੰਗੋ ਦਾਨ ਠਾकुर ਨਾਮ। ਅਵਰ ਕਛੂ ਮੇਰਾ ਸੰਗ ਨਾ ਚਾਲੈ, ਮਿਲੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਮ। ਹੋਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ, ਆਪਣੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ, ਆਪਣਾ ਮਿਲਾਪ ਬਖਸ਼ ਦਿਓ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਰਵਣ ਕਰਨੀ ਜੀ, ਉਪਰੰਤ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। Today's Hukamnama is blessing from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib. We are very fortunate that we are able to study, contemplate upon the Hukamnama which was delivered from Harmandir Sahib early hours of the morning. Hukamnama is composition of Tantam Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj has made it very clear that this human life is to enlighten ourselves, destroy all our doubts, and realize the truth, the reality. And reality is presence of God. Whatever we see, and in fact, whatever we can't see, is all God's creation, and God is present in everything God has created. In other words, creator and the creation cannot be separated. So in today's Hukamnama, Guru Maharaj helps us that this human life is for realization of truth, which is our creator. And the way we can realize the truth is when we carry on contemplating the divine sermons of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. जैसा सतगुर सुनीदा तैसो ही मैं ढीठ, विछड़िया मेले प्रभु हर दरगे का बसीठ। आवो सिख सतगुरु के प्यारेओ, गावो सच्ची बाणी, बाणी ता गावो गुरु केरी बाणियां सिर बाणी। जिनको नदर करम होवे हृदय तिना समाणी। These are precious words. The divine sermons which carry the praises of God are captured in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. These words will impart the knowledge and enlightenment whereby one will be able to unite with God, the Creator, will rise above the illusions of this materialistic world. Ayo sunan padan ko bani. This human life has been given to us so we can study the divine sermons, implement in our lives, and realize our Creator. Many times you may have watched the programs on the telly whereby adopted children, when they find out later in their life that they have been adopted, their biological parents are somewhere else, they spend so much time and effort to see their biological parents because there is a craving. I want to know who my real parents are. They will go all their way out to find their real parents. Exactly in the same manner, Guru Granth Sahib's Bani makes us realize our true parent, our true father and mother is God, the Creator. Once our mind acknowledges that fact, we become desperate to realize God. Because a lot of people don't want to realize God. They are not interested. But Gurbani, when you continuously make Gurbani part of your life, in that you spend time to study Gurbani, implement Gurbani in your life, and Guru Maharaj gives us the clue. सुन सुन नाम तुम्हारा प्रीतम प्रभ पेखन का चाओ. God, just listening to your glories, studying your glories, your miraculous stories, I want to see you. This is my desire, the only desire in my life. And Satsangaji, this state of mind is called Bairag. Bairag means where you are free from the temptations and attachment of the material world, and only wish and desire you have is to unite with your creator. The other name for this state of mind is Sahaj, where you are single-mindedly are pursuing and seeking God. So in today's Hukamnama, Guru Maharaj makes it very clear. Anything else you do in your life beside realization of God is transitory. Admittedly, you need wealth, you need resources, you need house, you need the family around you to live life happily. But remember, this cycle is transitory, short-lived. Anything God has created is time-bound. जो उपज्यो सो बिनस है, परो आज के काल, नानक हर गुण गायला छाड़ सगल जंजाल. Whatever God has created has to perish today or tomorrow, now, sooner or later. So which means we need to be mindful. Whatever we are working hard for is transitory, but there is one thing guaranteed. If you wish to unite with God, then you become carefree. You walk into the state of bliss where you are always rejoicing your existence. Because now you realize it's not you, it's God. This is not my body, this is God's body. This is not my wisdom that I can think, I can function. This is not my intellect. Everything belongs to God. And once we realize that, then we start seeing God in everyone. So that is what Guru Maharaj has given us the wisdom today. Bin Govind avarje chahu, dise sagal baat hai kham. Kham means temporary, short-lived. Anything else you wish for and you possess is transitory except the presence of God. Koho nanak santarein mangu, mero man pave bishram. Nanak proclaims that Nanak has nothing else to ask from God except realization of God's presence. And that presence can be realized by being in the holy company, the company of those people who admire God, who glorify God. I want to be the feet dust of such holy people so that my mind can have the Bisram. Bisram means rest. So my mind can be at rest, my mind can be at peace. And this is the words for prayer we should do all the time, nothing else. Don't pray to God, God help me to get a good job, God get me good marks in my examination, God give me a good family, give me a house. These things will follow if you ask for presence of God so you can serve God. Just you have to ask for one thing. God, enable me to serve you. Bless me with passion, strength, and wisdom to serve you. And Guru Maharaj has given us guarantee that those who serve God, they will be honored. They will be at peace. थाप्या ना जाए कीता ना होए आपे आप निरंजन सोए जिन सेव्या सेव्या means to serve selflessly जिन सेव्या those who serve God selflessly तिन पाया मान नानक गाविया गुणी निधान गाविया सुनिया मन रखिया भाओ दुख पर हर सुख कर लै जाए. How beautiful. As you start glorifying God, admiring God, all your miseries, they run away. Parhar means they run away. Dukh parhar, sukh kar la jaye, and the peace abides in your heart. That's what everyone needs. Companies are organizing the meditation courses nowadays because of the mental health issue. Friend of mine, he goes out to different companies and runs these meditation classes whereby people can relax themselves. Nowadays, when you speak to someone, people talk so fast as if they are in a rush. It's just crazy. You try and calm down people, but they don't stop. Hang on, stop, think, and then talk. Because there are so many things going in your mind, in people's mind, it's just crazy. Reason being, mobile phones, WhatsApp, Instagram, tweet, and all these media platforms. People receive thousands and thousands of messages every day. And they have to read all those messages. They don't have to, but they feel it's very, very important to read the messages. So if someone reads, say, 1,000 messages every day, short and long messages, and every message takes half a minute to read on average, how much time you have spent? And that is why your mind is ticking all the time, is thinking. And it's making people absolutely insane. There are so many thoughts running. So Guru Maharaj is saying, I don't want anything. Bless me so that I do not waste a single moment in my life. Very first line, Mango daan Thakur naam. Oh my Lord and Master, my Thakur, I'm asking you for this daan, for this blessing. I need your name. And God's name simply means union with God, where you have realized God's glory and you are practicing God's divine qualities. There's only one desire, that is to unite with God. And that is called name. And in the next line, Guru Maharaj describes that, explains that. Avar kachu mera sang na chale. Nothing else shall accompany me. All my worldly desires and materialistic desires, they are not going to help me at all. Mila kripa gunagam. So explanation of name of God. Gun means divine virtues. Gam means to chant and practice. God bless me with your mercy so that I can inherit and become partner to your divine virtues. You are forgiving, you are kind. Give me the virtue of kindness, forgiveness. Then Guru Maharaj further explains that with blessing of name, you don't want to be a king or a great leader. राज माल अनेक भोग रस सगल तरवर की शाम. God, I have come to realization, even if I had to become a king, an emperor of the world, own all the possessions of this planet, nothing is going to accompany me. All these pleasures of material, they are temporary, like the shade of a tree. In summer, it's so cool to be under the shade of the tree. But that shade is temporary. When sun moves around, the shade also moves around. And when sun sets, there's no shade. Similarly, players of this material are like shade of the tree. You're not going to get peace and happiness from these worldly players. Many emperors who had become old, they had all kind of food around them, but they did not have the health to enjoy it. They lost their teeth, they lost their taste buds, the body had become weak, they could not enjoy the horse ride because they were not able to ride the horse anymore, although they had horses around them. Although they had best cars around them, but their health did not allow them to drive the car because they lost their vision, the strength, their, the agility. So Guru Maharaj is saying, although one may have all the possessions of the world, without God's mercy, no one can enjoy them. But if you have sought God's presence in your life, all the materialistic players come from within. The joy, the true joy is within ourselves. सब किछ घर में बाहर नाही, बाहर टोले सो परम भुलाए. बंदे खोज दिल हर रोज, ना फिर परेशानी माए. Search your own mind. The happiness and joy you are looking for, the contentment you are looking for is within you. There is example of a deer. Deer loves the aroma and fragrance of musk and runs around in the forest looking for musk without realization that musk is within the deer. Similarly, all the happiness is inside because the source of happiness and joy is within ourselves. When we search our own mind, which means contemplate upon God's glory, pray to God like Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj has taught us today. God, without you, life is miserable. I want your darshan. I want to see you, realize you. Then only that peace is released from within. And that is called Bisram. कहो नानक संत रेन मांगू मेरो मन पावै बिश्राम. ताए ताए बहु बिद को तावै सगल निरारथ काम. Tae tae means to work very hard. When you look around, people are working so hard. They are traveling from one country to the other to set up their businesses, attend business meetings, earn more money. But Guru Maharaj is saying, hey, stop. By all means, you spread your business, you get promoted. But remember, be mindful, this is all temporary. You have to keep focus on God. Let God guide you in your life. So many times, Satsangaji, I have prayed God for a great job. So I had that job. God blessed me with the job. But then few years later, I didn't want that job. I wanted a different job. So I prayed to God for the different job. I got that job because God is listening to my prayer. I'm saying, great, I got a new job. And few years down the line, I want a different job. So that made me realize that my desires are leading me to carry on changing jobs, and I'm not satisfied in the job I am. Let God decide which job is right for me so that I'm absolutely content and I'm serving God. And that's the best prayer you can make. God, give me the job. Place me in those circumstances where I serve you and I remain blissful. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਨੰਦ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰੋ. So Satsangaji, there are few examples from the history. By singing God's praises, which Guru Maharaj has mentioned in the second line, Avar kachu mere sang na chale, mile kripa gun gaam. Minu gun gaun di smat bakshu. Give me the passion and wisdom to sing your praises, your divine virtues, and practice them in my life. In conversation with one of my friends, I was explaining to him, sharing my thoughts, which I had from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, that where there is forgiveness, God is present there. Where one forgives other people, that is the heaven. Where one exercises, practices kindness and love, that is the heaven. That is presence of God. Because a lot of people ask, when you realize God, what happens? The answer is, where there is forgiveness, love, kindness, God is present there. Your nature will just change. From an arrogant person, you will become humble. From a very angry person, you will become so kind and loving and accepting. You will become forgiving. And all these virtues are described in Sukhmani Sahib Bani. Brahm Gyani Sagal Ki Reena, Atam Ras Brahm Gyani China. The Brahm Gyani, who has realized God, considers himself the feet dust of all and enjoys God's bliss. Atam Ras Brahm Gyani China. He enjoys the joy that comes from presence of God from within, not outside, from within. Atam Ras Brahm Gyani China. Man apne te bura mitana, pekhe sagal sish sajana. Brahm Gyani, who has realized God, these are the signs, will never wish anyone bad, never curse anyone, never will have envy against anyone, won't envy anyone, and will see God in everything, will look upon the creation as creation of God. And creation and the creator are inseparable. You can't separate them. Wherever you see anything, God is present there. You look at the plants, plants can't be plants without presence of God. Sun cannot be sun without presence of God. The air will lose all its property, hence won't be air without presence of God. Same for the water. and same for the human body. The reason this body is functioning is because of presence of God. So Brahmgyani, who has realized God, will come to this realization. So these are the signs that one has realized God. Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj, also he was a Satguru, the sixth Satguru, the true Guru of the Khalsa Panth. He was so kind, forgiving. Guru Maharaj describes in the Bani, Dal Panjan Gur Surma, Bad Joda Bho Parapukari. Parapukari means who helps everyone selflessly. He saw an abandoned child by the parents who actually abandoned the child because the baby had the teeth right from the birth, and that was considered as bad omen. So they dumped the child in the rubbish. Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj raised that child and named him Suthra. Suthra means a good child. And parents had dumped that child by calling him Kuthra. Kuthra means bad omen, a bad child. So this was the kindness of Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj. And he was so forgiving. He forgave Pandey Khan, who revolted against Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj. Despite the fact he was raised by Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj, when he was brought to Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj at the young age of 10 years by his mother. His mother couldn't raise him, so she asked Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj to help raising that child. But when he grew up, Guru Maharaj appointed him the commander of the army. After winning the first battle against the Mughals, he became very arrogant, and Guru Maharaj then asked him not to be commander anymore, and he was very, very upset, and he wanted to take revenge. He fought against Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj, but to cut the story short, Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj in the battlefield asked him, Pandey Khan, I raised you as my own son, and I don't want to make first attempt. I give you chance to do the war, to attack me. Pandey Khan attacked 3 times, and Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj was untouched. When Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj looked at Pandey Khan and said, Pandey Khan, you are still my child. I raised you. Ask God for forgiveness. And Satsangaji, by that time, Pandey Khan, he was very badly bruised and injured. And these are the words Pandey Khan said, I haven't seen anyone like you, Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj. My Guru, I don't have to ask forgiveness from God. You are the God. You are my Savior. Please forgive me for what I've done. So Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj was so cool, so peaceful, so forgiving, who exercised God's divine virtues. And that is practicing God's name. Manna pavai mokh dwar, manna parvara sada. Those who practice God's name, God's divine virtues, they liberate themselves and liberate their friends and families. So may God bless you all. Time is very short to cover the translation in English, in Punjabi, but whatever time is left, may Vaheguru bless us to get to the essence of the Hukamnama. So Guru Pyari Saਧ Sangat Jiyo, ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਮਝਾ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਰਸ ਨੇ, ਮਾਇਆ ਦੀ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਸਮੇਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨੇ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦਰਖਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹਦੀ ਛਾਂ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੁੱਖ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਛਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਂ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਰਾਜ ਮਾਲ ਅਨੇਕ ਭੋਗ ਰਸ, ਸਗਲ ਤਰਵਰ ਕੀ ਛਾਮ। ਤਰਵਰ ਭਾਵ ਦਰਖਤ, ਬ੍ਰਿਛ। ਛਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਛਾਂ। ਗਰਮੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਰਖ ਦੀ ਛਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੋਕੀ ਠੰਡ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਨੇ, ਭਾਈ ਆਰਾਮ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਗਰਮੀ ਤੋਂ ਆਰਾਮ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਪਰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਉਹ ਛਾਂ ਵੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਸੂਰਜ ਘੁੰਮਦਾ ਹੈ, ਧਰਤੀ ਘੁੰਮਦੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਛਾਂ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਐਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਉਣ ਤੇ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਸਿਰਫ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਉਹੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੁੱਖ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਛੁਡਾ ਦਿਓ। ਫਤਿਹ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਬਿਨ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਅਵਰ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੋ, ਦੀਸੈ ਸਗਲ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਖਾਮ। ਕੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੰਤ ਨੇ ਨ ਮੰਗੋ, ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਭਾਵੈ ਬਿਸ਼ਰਾਮ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।